Tuesday, you guys will be in pairs. Again, it'll be new pairs. This one is a little bit different because it is our last SPBL. So what I want you guys to do is, on Tuesday, I want you guys to, well, we're in GI, right? So you'll need the review systems of general and GI, okay? Physical exam wise, I would do the general, like look in the ears, look in the nose. Well, no, I can back them. Let me think about this. Vitals, lungs, heart, abdomen. And on the abdomen, I want you guys to do, I know I talked with McNeil, so he said the way to measure the liver, he gave you both either the scratch or the percussion. So I want you guys to do the scratch, okay? So there'll be a tape measure in there, and you may have to do little marks on your SP. So you will, because what was happening last year is our students would kind of, they would listen to it, scratch it, but they would never mark it, and they would just guesstimate how large the liver was. And I'm like, no, you need to measure it. So scratch, mark, measure, okay? And then to palpate the liver, he taught you guys how to push in, right, or hook. So you guys could do either. I always did hook. That was just me. It was just easier for me to do hook. But you guys could do either on those, okay? So you'll need to inspect, auscultate, palpate. All 4 quadrants. And then you will also need to do the special tests. So I think the special tests he gave you guys were the Rosings, Murphy's, McBurney's, Hilljar. What was the other one? It's the same one that's on your list. You remember the Grandmaster list? Yes. So on the Grandmaster list we had at the very beginning, that abdomen is what I want you guys to do. It's not a lot. You'll get through it quickly. Okay, so on Tuesday though, when you guys see your patient, we're gonna make it kind of like you would be in a real clinic. So I want you guys to step out of the room, the pair of you will talk and decide what you want to do for your patient. You go back and you tell your patient what you were going to do, okay? And then, so Thursday, your note will kind of reflect basically what you did for your patient on Tuesday and why you did it. Does that make sense? Kind of like we kind of did now. Because in real life, you would, and I think that's how we're going to correct it next year for SPBLs, is normally you would see a patient on Tuesday. You would have a note. You would say, let's say, abdominal pain. Okay, that would be your assessment. And you would write out your plan, whatever you want to do for that patient or what you're going to do. So then on Thursday, when she came back, you would see her again, and your diagnosis would be whatever it is you came up with after doing whatever you did on Tuesday. Does that make sense? So you'd actually have 2 notes in real life. And the SPBLs we've done this year, you basically crammed it into one, which I think is a little bit confusing because when you guys go to write notes, as far as a follow-up note, it's hard for you to write or do how you do a follow-up note. So I think next year we're going to do it a little bit different. It's only a little bit more work for the faculty to grade 2 sets of papers, but I think it'd be better for the student to learn how a true visit really goes. Okay? Yes?
For our plan, whenever we do go back in, is it okay if we're incorrect at that moment?
Yes.
Okay.
And we never really grade you for whatever you decide to do incorrectly or correctly. It's as long as you have a differential and we want you to recognize what it could be and what you might would do in that instance. So you don't get dinged for your assessment and your plan. It's more, are you taking a good history? Are you doing a good physical exam?
So we are turning in a second write-up on Thursday?
No, well, you'll just do one write-up. We're still doing one write-up.
So
So
we won't have a
debrief on Thursday, since we've already debriefed with them.
yes, you will still debrief with them on
First
Thursday.
after you.
But we don't have a follow-up appointment with them. Like our follow-up is on Tuesday.
No, well, no, because, so Tuesday, you're just going to go in, you're going to tell them what you want to do for them, okay? So Thursday, you'll still debrief on them and see how they were since you saw them 2 days
So
ago.
it's like review lab results and.
Right, yeah, it's just like you've been doing, but the only difference is I'm having you guys come up with a plan that day.
But we still email you, like, if we want to order labs?
Yes.
Okay.
So if our plan is different based on the labs we get, do we change our note? You know what I mean? Because if we go back in and tell the patient our plan, then we order labs that night, get results, it might
Oh, I see
change
what
our
you're saying.
plan.
I plan to get an ultrasound,
Yeah.
but then Thursday, this is what my ultrasound showed.
Right, yeah, you could do that.
But we're not doing
But
like an
what do we
actual
put for the
treatment,
note?
we're more so saying, I wanna get an ultrasound to determine our treatment. Right.
Yes, you could do it that way, yes. Mhm.
So basically, we're just telling them what we should email you later and having that discussion while we're in,
Uh-huh.
or what's the name of this word?
Is it still 45 minutes?
Yes, time is still the same. Does that make sense? This is how you would do it in real life. You know, you guys would see your patient, you'd say, okay, this is what I think is maybe going on, and this is what I want to do, or I want to do for you. And you would go back in and you would, you know, in like a good shepherd, you go in, you give them prescriptions and whatnot, you know, blah, 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 blah. And then as far as H&P week, the week after, we're still finalizing, the details of that. But just be prepared, we'll be here Tuesday, you know, available Tuesday through Friday. And you guys will be the same thing, you won't be there all day, it'll be scheduled, so you guys will be scheduled out. It'd be nice if you guys have a little bit of a break. But basically, you know, Tuesday, you guys will practice interviewing skills. Wednesday, you'll be practicing physical exam skills. Thursday will be a practice run of history and physical, like a whole history and physical, with a faculty and a SP. So you'll get feedback that day. And then Friday, you'll do a full H&P with the faculty and the SP. But we won't give you feedback, you get a grade for Friday. And I think, and I'm not positive, so I don't mark my words on this, I think that grade will go into your phys die concentration.
How many points?
It's gonna be a lot. Because think about how many points you get for just the acute visits, you know, it's usually almost up to 100 points, so this one will probably be over 200 points. So that will help.
Does that week count as a course, or you're saying that that will just go towards?
That will go towards phys die.
Which?
When do we get our partner?
When you get your partner for, what is today? Thursday, I'll have Monica email it out today.
Is phys ed course at the end that you have to pass?
The
Yeah,
concentration.
concentration.
Okay, I didn't,
Yeah, you have phys die, you have physiology, radiology,
I just don't
lab
remember it
med,
being on my conscience. I don't think it's on
clin
there.
med,
It is, yeah.
clin med and something else. Pathophys. I can't remember what else. Well, clin med and anatomy was one by itself, yeah.
Humanities counts as, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know what happened.
It does, I'm a rocker.
Yeah, humanities is a concentration. I think EDM is kind of in your Okay, any other questions?
Really quick question about the whole, like, H&P, is it the original list that we were given that we're expecting?
So no, not yet, because I will email you guys an updated version, because that was the point, I was like, there's no way this team's able to do all of these in that a lot of time. And whether or not it's really applicable, you know, your special tests are more for your acute visits or what you're coming in for, why you would do a special color, you know, blah, 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 blah. But so I'm working on that, I will create a new full set for you guys for your H&P week, and I will email it to you next week.
So for that visit, are we actually seeing a patient and giving us like signs
problem.
and symptoms? And then like, are we still gonna write up for that?
I'm trying to remember what they did last year. No, I don't think you actually have a write-up.
Okay. So it's
Don't mark
just-
my words on that.
It's just kind of like correlating our ROS and all that, with that, and then doing ever.
No, you're gonna do a full review of systems.
Wouldn't it be more like just seeing a patient for the
Like a new
first
patient,
time?
like a new patient, it's basically seeing a new patient establishing care, but they may have a problem where they're coming in.
Establishing.
I love it.
Yes, so if they have a
We
specific.
can go ahead and do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything else?
But then we order lab and get the results.
And you guys
So
be
do we change
excited,
our
there's
plan?
gonna be two new
Maybe-
faces, SP suites this week. Because all the other SPs are, you guys did a great job, you guys have been, I mean,
Same thing.
honestly, if you spoke to the second years where they are now compared to where you guys are now, you're way above them, and the SPs will tell you all that too. I've been really impressed with how well you guys have done.
One more question. The ROS stress is it like for per thing? Like, or is it
So
always like,
Well, last year, they had to spend all of it all, so they had to give all of them. Yeah, all of it. We don't know. So the GI one, so whoever's doing your history taking for the GI, there is 26 review systems points on the HPI, or the review systems,
Just for GI.
just for GI. So whoever's doing that one, I want all 26 of those, plus your general, which you guys can do the general in your sleep.
Yeah.
But yes, but I will, because I discussed about cutting back on the physical exam part, so I will discuss about the review systems too, and then I will give you, I will let you all know on the review systems if you have to memorize all of them. When last year did it, they somehow managed to do it, but they did it all.
They did all of their review systems, HPI and physical in 45 minutes.
You get it, yes. Mhm.
I thought it was an hour.
It's an hour, I'm sorry, an hour. But I mean, they memorized the whole review systems, they spit it all out in their little brains. Well, no, the faculty were like,
I know, I'm just.
Like, he would ask, while he was in
They better answer quick.
yes.
It's not gonna sit there and let it linger.
And you guys can do that too, when you do your exam, do your review systems while you're doing your review. It's a little bit harder for us to grade it, because it's harder to watch you do both.
Well, as you said, Dawn left it, but the back of the other.
Yeah. And this year we'll have a videotape, so last year they didn't have a videotape. Yeah. That's what we're trying to talk about. I mean, it's kind of hard since you could do that, it's just harder for us to grade it, but you technically could. As you're doing it, you can do the review systems. But I don't know. Few times think, I just don't know if it would mess you up if you forget, if you're concentrating what you're supposed to be asking, if you forget what you're supposed to be doing, and vice versa.
I just might forget the answers.
But you might remember our review systems while you're doing this exam. If you do that, you can ask that, while you're doing it. Would you get it?
That's different.
We don't.